Let's see. I wonder if everything's working. Oh well. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Let me see. Give me one moment. No, not this, damn it. Checking. Just double checking stuff. Trying to find. Oh, there you go. Okay, so. Alright, so I'm ready to go. Welcome. This is my third time streaming on my channel for about what, 6 months ago since the last one. Okay, I have decided I'm gonna be just live streaming all my GenshinImpact gameplay from now on, since my PlayStation can't really hold up all the storage and whatnot for it. So I'm gonna be just live streaming it all, so everything just moves smoother. And I'll be live streaming story quests as well, even hangout events, just to see how things going from here. And other cool gameplay as well from like and other gameplay I'm gonna be also recording like Face and My Remnant. I'm probably gonna get my PlayStation set up so I can play some other games as well, and whatnot. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get this started. I chose I was not gonna wish for Farina. I mean, not Farina, but Navia, because I was trying to get my hands on Raiden Shogun, since I missed her banner like ever since Inazuma first came out. So now I just we get started.
Seriously? But Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
So now, for the first time, this NPC finally talks. His name is Xavier, or Xavier, or Xavier, however they pronounce his name in the live stream.
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
Yeah, wasn't he like trying to do film for the Inazuma's furnace, smelting furnace or some crap?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
And that sucks, man. And I'm in animal mode. I forgot to change the hydro.
Oh.
Yo, Xavier!
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now.
Xavier is how they pronounce his name. Xavier. I still find that weird that that's how they pronounce his name, despite the fact it clearly says Xavier. Like, come on. In English, we would pronounce his name as Xavier. Like, even without the E. Like, anyone who get an X in their name as the first letter is a Xavier off the rip. I don't forgot how they pronounce his name. I'm sitting there trying to explain that crap. I don't forgot how they pronounce his name in freaking, in another language. Damn it. Let's continue. Xavier. There we go.
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
It's been a while. How have you been?
Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a different investor?
No, because it's probably freaking costs us money to invest in a new investor. Shoot, this dude probably gonna be in debt. Hold on, give me a second. Gotta position my mic. Almost there, and I think I'm at a good spot right here. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
The Fontanalia Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival?
Yes.
Then allow me to fill you in.
Please do, fill me in so I can see Farina again, so I can prove to these mother effers again why they're wrong about their view of Farina's story quest.
The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria.
Whoa, hold up. Lore bomb, excuse you? So, from his words alone, it sounds like, from how the lore presented it, it was like, oh, the Hydro Archon was already here, and then, like, the citizens was already here as well, right? From how the story quest presented and whatnot, and other information. But now it sounds like it was the Hydro Archon was here, and then the city of Fontaine was built, and whatnot after like the Rumerian era had ended and whatnot. But the people of Fontaine deliberately didn't even have a god that governed them, so they went out and searched for the Hydro Archon specifically. That's what it sounds like to me.
The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
What was that?
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lilith.
Thank goodness. Look at that. Paimon sat there and remembered some important cultural things from two other nations. How could she possibly be a rude person to remember these important cultural festivals of these respective nations? But yeah, apparently in Sumeru she wasn't. Man, I ain't about to go on that whole rant. I'm about to freaking blow off the handle thinking about it.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year. To commemorate the Loch Knights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
That really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
It shouldn't.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year, you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
Look how cute that is. Trial or treat? That's adorable. Thank you, Farina. I swear. Well, I feel like going on a whole rant about that thing, but you just gotta love it. Her character still gets respect all across it, from her story quest, from the Archon quest, and finally to an event like this. I can't wait to see her and how she's doing right now.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
Yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point. The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
The what award?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name.
And I guess rightfully so. I mean, she was your god for like 500 years straight, technically. I saw a theory video about how the number date that we saw where Farina was talking to the traveler in that shack house that was inside that magic box thing before it unfolded. Apparently that number date only equated up to like 499.9 something days or whatever. So it hasn't even been exactly 500 years just yet. So Anyway, to get back on topic, yeah, it would make sense why they won't change it from calling it the Farina Award. I mean, your god is still walking amongst you as an well, from their perspective, as a no longer god of Celestia type deal, or even a power elemental being or whatnot. But like, yeah, it still makes sense to keep her, position in certain things, because she's still like a cultural relic of some kind, of a kind, right? So it just makes sense not to change her out for something else until like the new Hydro Archon comes to be, which actually there won't be a new Hydro Archon. She will be the last one, actually, and I think about it.
Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Exactly. I swear, so many people were trying to make this broad brush that Farina was correcting her assumption that everyone in Fontaine despised her, when it was not the truth. Only the people in Poisson despise Farina. Everyone else in Fontaine is cool with Farina. Like, bro, like here's his own description. Everyone still sees her as their superstar. She's still the idol of Fontaine, even though she's not the Archon.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
She runs a clothing store in the court of Fontaine.
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Oh, Paimon remembers now! Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too!
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Oh my goodness gracious. I just peeped my girl, Chevros over there on the left side corner looking at some books. If I hadn't paid attention to the screen, I wouldn't have noticed her.
Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
And Act 1, the crack of muskets breaking the silence. Whew. And here it comes. I love this thing. Oh, this looks tough. Look at this. The people of Fontaine carrying blicks everywhere. Hold on. We got two panels of the people of Fontaine got the blicks out. The sniper muskets, the handheld blicks. Like, I'm shocked to know that majority of the Fontaine characters that we have as of right now, which is only about like 5 or 6, right? Barely any of them carry a blick on them. You feel me? Like the first 3 didn't carry a blick. Nouvelette don't carry Nouvelette carries a cannon of some sort, or a laser beam. Farina doesn't carry a gun. Navia carries a blick. Who else came out? And Chevros carries a blick. So it's like, I hope we get more characters with the blick in hand. You feel me? But anyway, which one should I go to? Okay. Seems like I should click this one to continue forward.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? I want to talk to Chef Rose instead, but also just realized, okay, so
I haven't done Navia's story quest, so it feels like I need to go do her story quest first. Now I feel like I need to go do her story quest first because I didn't do her story quest yet. And to hear that Navia told the traveler that her outfit was designed by Shiori, one, I only know that via voice. I only know that via but I only know that via Chlorine. But Chlorine had said that she had designed her outfit and whatnot. So I'm conflicted on whether or not I should just do Navia's story quest. Should I just go ahead and just do her story quest first before I actually do the rest of this? Or should I just get straight into it and like do this thing quest? I'm two-sidedly tempted just to do this. You know what? No, I'm just gonna continue doing this. This is what we're gonna do. Let's go talk to these lamos. I swear, I despise when they do this shit. I gotta correct my language. I despise when they do this, bro. It's like, come on. Why in the world would you have these NPCs sit here and run their lips? Yeah, I swear, I hate this. It's like, bro, just let these NPCs talk and run their lips for these freaking mini-game events y'all got going on. Just let them run their lips. This is so stupid not to let them run their lips. And I got all this dead silence. I'm probably just gotta skip through all this dialogue just so we can get to the point. Yep. Let's go ahead. Then the music stops. That sucks. Yep. Come on. Yeah, whatever. I swear, this was such a waste of time. I'm not gonna clip these. Those can wait. I gotta figure out how to get back to the main quest. Okay, so we're going up there. Where are we at? Okay, we're way over here, so I gotta make my way downtown. Actually, I gotta go back over there because Chevros was over there, and I don't know what type of conversation gonna spark up with Chevros. So I'm gonna take my black app back on over there so I can talk to Chevros. I don't know why I said Dan did that. It's so stupid. I also gotta change my thumbnail on my thing real quick. Where is my girl Chevros? Someone wanna join my world now in the midst of a live stream? What? I can't talk to her? How? You tell me she's just sitting here? Hold up, let me check something. No, not that. It's gotta be one of these that's gonna spark her to talk to me. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Crap. So she just sitting here off in the distance looking all cool. Is she got a headphone set? Oh nah, she jams to music too. I didn't know that. Bro, I freaking love her outfit though. I can't wait for this 4-star character to come on. Cause I might be able to get her an egg. I can't even interact with her. Ugh. Whatever, let's just head to the area of the Aquabus. Where's my thing at? Gotta do something real quick, real small, you feel me? Where we going, Okay, this way. Let me go ahead and straighten that out. Boom. What am I calling a lift for? So stupid. And here comes this new 4-star character. I'll be shocked. Oh my goodness gracious. Her outfit is awesome. I don't even know how she's standing on her back feet like that. Her outfit is immaculate. And where's the music?
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Who is you? First of all, Shiori, she has the best Inazuma character design out of every character from Inazuma, hands down. There is no character in Inazuma who beats her.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah. Anyway, peep this. She has the best Inazuma character design. Her character design trumps every Inazuma character that exists. Like, look at the design of her fit. It's immaculate. There is no other character who's designed like her. Her design pops in front of every other Inazuma character, hands down.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise, we've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
The way Navia's wardrobe comes together is really exceptional. The concept behind Kirara's outfit is really original. Actually, I never knew about Kirara's outfit being designed though, so I'm gonna say something about Kirara.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure she wouldn't always look like a cat that had been unceremoniously dropped in a bucket of paint. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ain't went too well.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
You idiot.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
Bro, I'm rich. I'm like 6 million in mora. Probably more since the new quality of life update for Genshin Impact happened. And it's a really good quality of life update. Hopefully, we get a resin increase in soon.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean.
Where's her vision?
I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Yeah, it's them other two. The Ayato, the Kamisato siblings plus Yoimiya is gonna be here, so I'm not stupid. I feel like they should have kept that spoil free, but whatever. What's up? Where is my music at? I'm trying to understand.
Really? Then where do you live?
We Malazines live in Marcy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
You're so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Aval yet.
Girl, you'll chat her head off.
I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Also, it is quite
Thank you so much.
Whoa.
I'm usually working here on the Sakura bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
I know I turned off this autoplay. Okay, so what I was about to say. Huh? No freaking way that the autoplay is going while I'm talking.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens, because I swear this autoplay is off. Okay, what I was about to say was I'm actually glad to see that they brought Ayaka here, because doesn't make sense to give her that Fontaine outfit, the Fontaine designed attire, yet she doesn't come to Fontaine at all. So that gives me an idea that all these other outfits, or more specifically, like D-Luke had his outfit come, and they used it for that one-time event thing. But like that event thing wasn't something grandiose or big. But we did learn some lore information. But it wasn't something like, oh my gosh, right?
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
Oh, she moved from Inazuma to Fontaine? That's interesting to hear a playable character have moved from the homeland. You don't really hear that a lot.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
They ain't see me over here?
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
What's up?
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
I thought I would always get the lead role.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you.
True. I mean, we were dealing with a flooding crisis, defeating a star beast as well that came from beyond this world. On top of that, you know, dealing with other BS that this nation had going on for it. But hey, yo, it is what it is.
So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
No problem.
Oh, so you all know each other already. My, what a coincidence. What are the chances everyone could be brought together here like this?
Fate.
Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
No.
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Thank you. Paimon will love that immensely because she loves to eat. You know what? I've never been like a real Paimon defender stan, but ever since Sumeru up till now, I've started noticing I'm defending Paimon's action a lot more, and rightfully so, because people got some real BS complaints about her actions that people love to bring up. I swear, and they're not even real justification. I ain't about to get on that rant. Nope.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Yeah, let's lead the way so we can eat. I just got done eating teriyaki and shrimp. Yep, this is gonna go how I'm do my content from now on. Just gonna live stream it. You feel me? Just gonna live stream my content.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec. Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
No. Where is that? Where Nouvellette? No. Where'd they go? Are you serious? They went all the way up there? Hold up. Okay, thank goodness. Wait a minute. Because apparently characters love to hide. They love to hide the characters around during this type of thing, and I hate it. Just double checking around. I don't see them, so I'm going to assume they're not over here. Okay, let's head on over here. Okay, so now we should run into Navia or Farina right now. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. If we're talking about characters who need to apologize, in the utmost honesty, Frida needs to give the people of Hassan a due apology, to be honest. But even though the apology won't mean shit, actually. Now, think about it, forget it. The people of Hassan are not gonna F with her apology if they want it. Even if she wanted them, or even if they wanted to, they're not gonna be able to do that. So never mind, forget it. Features. Okay, whatever. I was reading something.
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Oh no, they about to cancel Xavier for his taste and another nation's food not being up to his flavored standards. Why are they gonna cancel this dude for it like they did Paimon?
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we? How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Where's the third?
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Yes, you did. Also, why is it called The Two Musketeers? Where the third one? Where's the third blick at? You feel me?
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
Yes. Dummies. All you dummies in the room. Do you not realize that the Traveler is the richest mother effer in the room? Granted, okay, actually, the Traveler may not be the richest mother effer in the room, because in universe, the Traveler and Paimon are essentially broke, quote unquote. Because, you know, they can't really afford to spend money on, like, high fancy stuff all the time. So that's why they do it occasionally. On a special occasion, they do that. But not all the time. That's why they cook their own food. So, in universe, the Traveler is actually broke. But in game, in terms of, like, playability, man, I'm $6 million plus more in Mora. What are we talking about? I could fund your film festival for 2 years straight with 6 million Mora. Come on now. Shoot, I'm surprised Mora still exists all around the world of Teyvat, despite the fact, like, the Geonosis is no longer in Zhongli's possession, you know, to mint Mora. Shoot, we about to have a financial crisis soon after, what, Snezhnaya?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of Mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
Yes.
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
See? And here's another thing, right? Let me see. Okay. Boom. Here's another important thing, because because people still like real tight about Inazuma's Archon quest and how it was rushed and whatnot, which valid. However, some people make the case that character development and whatnot for like other things in relation to Inazuma did not move forward or echo across at all from anything, which isn't true, especially seeing as let me get myself together. Especially knowing that we've had moments from Inazuma characters and events and whatnot where Inazuma played a role for like a limited time event, right? Where you'll have either talk about how the people of Inazuma still aren't too very, fond of seeing her or whatnot, or still fear her in some type of way, rightfully so, and that echoes across what was it? It echoes across limited time events like this, and now even more, we're hearing it still that Inazuma is still trying to like strengthen bonds, relations with other nations, and whatnot. Still to this day, after 2 years since Inazuma, you feel me? So it's clear as day that the story echoed across.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation. This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
My man can't speak.
All right, I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every single family heirloom.
Please don't do that.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
We can help too. Just say that you got our contribution from some personal friends.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Keep them tears in, boy.
All right, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen.
Okay, did y'all just see what she just did there? She was like, ew. All right, enough about that. Did we not just see that? I guarantee you people are not going to point that out and be like, and just going to laugh at that. But they're not going to even address and be like, oh, why y'all laughing? Why she had that type of reaction towards homeboy? She shouldn't have acted like that towards him after he started crying or whatnot about blah, 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 blah. You feel me? But nobody's gonna do that. Instead, they're going to ignore that and not bring that up because they're gonna bring some BS reason for why you can excuse that and whatnot. Regardless of a writing standpoint, whatever it is. But like people are so stuck up in there. Oh, let's think about the actual emotions of the characters. Yo, I promise you, people are gonna sidestep what she already just did, and they're gonna badmouth and blab off and make BS arguments about Paimon and how she reacts to stuff and what she do. I guarantee you, watch what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make this a YouTube short just for the sake of it.
So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
All right, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
I'm actually glad that she has such a bold personality and she's not afraid to speak what she want to speak, because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Some of these GenshinImpact players, I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these streamers, I ain't gonna hold you. Even though y'all have my respect as streamers and whatnot, some of y'all be having some most BS. Some of them be having the most BS takes I've ever heard in my life, and I'm like, shut up, stop talking. Your take is stupid. I'm gonna prove to you why. I'm so glad we have a character right here who's, well, actually, I don't think she's the first one, but I'm pretty sure she's the one who's most outspokenly bold about how she wishes to speak in relation to certain things. Like I said, oh my God, Xavier, pull yourself together. I respect it.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting. The work requires both patience and careful attention to detail.
A clapper board? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that!
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Well, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Appreciate it.
Oh, he's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Yep, they're all in the catalog. And that reminded me, I need to go pull up that interactive GenshinImpact map to go search out other spots that I need to take pictures of.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's due to the Traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
I mean, not really, unless I want to take some devious pictures. But anything after that, no, I do not be using that camera a lot. But now, since a new camera function about to come out, well, actually, I think a new camera function already did come out. I'm not really sure, but I think I may have missed the event or whatever. But yeah, I don't think I got that camera function.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job?
As long as I'll be able to help. Lights, camera, action!
Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
I think we better get to work. Yeah, man, you better step up off me before I put this sword through your chest. You acting way too friendly.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
We already...
Me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
You're not going to be able to do that, baby girl. I'm sorry. We know who it's going to be, and it's going to be Farina. And I bet, again, people going to be like, oh, we dragged her out of her comfort zone to make her help us. We gaslit her XYZ. I promise you people going to be saying that same BS narrative they did with her story quest. I can guarantee it right freaking now.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these days. I'm not sure who will have time to help.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do right now.
Which is true, but I bet people still gonna take what Paimon just said out of context to be like, oh, she's still being rude to Farina and not respecting her time and space. Man, shut the F up, man. Get off her, bro. She's speaking facts. Farina ain't got nothing else to do but be a director right now. And what, go soul searching? She already soul searched. That's why she got her dang vision already. AKA, her soul been searched and she been freed from her new the shackles she put on herself. Get off my Farina dick and Paimon dick. Get out my face. I swear I'll argue to the end of the earth on this position.
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Yes, she would.
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Wait, how does he know what happened here in Fontaine? This mother effer wasn't here. Fontaine drowned underwater recently.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
See, this is the problem with it come down to timestamps in GenshinImpact. See, they use phrases like not too long ago or, oh, it's been a while since we met you. Oh, how long has it been since the last time we conversed? Yo, bro, what's up? Last time we saw you, we helped you with XYZ, right? They don't ever give you a timestamp of the time gap between an Archon quest or a character story quest and an limited time event quest. So we can only base it off real life time, or we have to make the assumption that it has been like at least a month's worth of time or 2 months worth of time since XYZ event happened. This is sort of the little problem I have with this, because when you try to contest this against people, when they bring up their arguments about Furina's story, which is going on 2 months now, or a month or 2 months now since I've been arguing about this thing. But it's like, you get what I'm saying, right? It kind of, the timestamp thing needs to get fixed.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her form or identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
Exactly. Good job, Shiori. Shiori got the mindset. I promise you. I hope Shiori don't be no apologetic to how she responds to Furina XYZ. She better be straight to the point. If you can't help us, too bad. So, all right, whatever. Cause I know she got that type of personality. Be like, oh, you can't help us? All right, get out my face. I know she got that type of personality.
fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything!
Respect it.
Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Furina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
She will. She's not a piece of shit.
Do you need us to also come along?
Not really, bro. But if you want, if the Hydro unit and the Cryo unit want to come along, sure, come along with us. But like, let's be honest here. Furina not gonna turn them down because you know Furina not a piece of shit, a piece of ish of a person who locks herself away in a closet so she can just escape the world's problems. Furina too strong for that. Furina too strong-willed for that type of weak-level mindset. This is exactly why I love her character. She's not weak. She's not weak-willed to the point that she got to be crybabied into the freaking corner and cry like a child 24/7. She'll release her tears when she releases her tears, but right now, when she got a mission to do, she gets the mission done. That's why I respect and love this character.
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
Are you wearing tights or thigh highs?
Don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Furina's place. We know Furina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
And here, my bad for even doing this again. You see this line of dialogue? Some familiar faces may help your chances better of Furina accepting your request to help, which is valid of a reason, especially when we help Furina with every damn thing in this nation, from abducted children to dissolved people and victims and crap, and this nation's crisis. I'm pretty sure the Traveler is owed his due of help when he's coming asking other people that he's helped tenfold. Let's be honest. And she's not gonna disagree to it. If she did disagree to it, it'll be bad writing, in my honest opinion. She's gonna agree to it. She's not a bad person.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
Get her favorite cake. Her favorite type of cake. Her favorite sweet cake. Go get that.
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydra Oricon. I wonder what she would like.
Traveler, open your mouth.
I recall that Lady Furina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontinalia mousse?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontinalia festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Furina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
That is a true assessment and a correct assessment at that. Now, Furina does have a sweet tooth, but the reason she even had a sweet tooth because she was always exhausted day after day playing up this role being Hydro Argon. So if anything, she eats sweets to keep her blood sugar up because she gets exhausted real easy. That's what I'm taking from that.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontinalia mousse.
Isn't that a cake, right? Oh, I love that transition. That was fast.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
With what?
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontinalia mousse?
Yes. We'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
It's called kindness.
Well, what could that be?
Kindness. It's kindness. Simple.
Your words of praise.
Oh. Actually, she's correct. The words of praise will gas Farina up. And I got me a new recipe. Let's go. But first, let's test these goofballs.
You go ahead. No need to worry about us.
Oh, I hope Farina will like the gifts we prepared. Oh, and if you still think we should get something else for her, just let me know. I should be able to make some fireworks.
Looking forward to the good news.
That's all you had to say? Dang, bro. I guess everybody else already dipped out. All right. So let's take a look. Da-da-da. It's gonna be just a little. You feel me? Anyway, my girl Farina got it. My girl Farina is a W character who comes in clutch when the situation calls for it. So I do not expect Farina to fold and just disappear like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go cry in my corner. Farina too strong for that, I swear. I just hate the idea of a weak-willed Farina who's so caught up in her own, like, oh, what I've been through 500 years of trauma too is like, yeah, you've been through, not to undermine your trauma, not to undermine your struggles, your life struggles and whatnot. But if we really want to talk about who got it worse, Farina, you did not get it worse. There's so many other characters in game who's gotten it worse. The Valen got it worse. Who else got it worse? I'm pretty sure there was another character. I would say, the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, he got it worse. Fossilor got it worse. XO got it worse. You feel me?
We're here! This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
I can guarantee you somebody's gonna take this dialogue from this instance again. Cause now we having a deja vu moment right now. I promise you this. Somebody's gonna take this and be like, oh, here they are being rude to her again at the initial start point of her story quest. Blah 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 blah. Like, man, shut the up. No, they weren't. We got this in the bag.
Who's knocking before afternoon tea?
Girl, you've been sleeping all morning. That's what that sounds like.
Who are you?
Dang.
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
Yo, what's up?
And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Obviously.
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know.
Paimon. Try to be nice, remember? No, why they sit here and do this? Now it feels like they're trying to backpedal. This is not even, hold up, this is not even being rude. She slept in all the way till afternoon. Granted, she can do whatever time she wants to, but on like a health standpoint, it's not really a good, healthy idea to be sleeping all the way till the afternoon, because you miss most of the day, and you be up most of the night, you feel me? So it's like, whatever, I guess I gotta choose the dialogue that apparently is supposed to be nicer, quote unquote.
Huh? Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon, and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
Oh, that's what they were doing. That's what this is. It wasn't Traveler actually telling her you need to be nicer. It was simply to gas Farina up as well, to like give her praises and whatnot so that she would agree to help as well. Granted, this is a W strategy.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
Oh.
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my favorites.
I got this sense of feeling that Farina is so freaking poor right now, she's barely making any money right now, and like, of course, Nouvellette funded her living situation. But I feel like Farina is so poor right now that she can't even afford her favorite sweets.
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
It does.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yes.
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader, and he's the camera operator.
Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it?
Did you just question my skills with a camera? I can show you if you like.
No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Coming out here cleaning these streets up from villainy. What you think? You think I got time to whip out a camera and be like, snap, snap, snap? I ain't got the luxury to do that. I'm sitting here fixing everybody's problems. That's why I'm saving nation after nation after nation around this bit. I'm a big time hero. I ain't got time for pictures.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If he can satisfy you with his camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is with a camera. Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standards.
Your standards? I live by my own standards. Thank you very much. Whatever you say, Director Farina.
Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work.
We'll see.
Are you ready? I have high standards, you know.
Yep, I'm ready. Please wait a moment. Let's get it.
Okay. Grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
It is the boss workshop and has been a proud forging machine as it cannot be controlled, but also takes no effort from the blacksmith. Let us film a promotional video for our workshop. Remember to emphasize the superiority of her forging machine. Pretty sure that's easy. That sounds pretty easy to do. I don't think that's kind of, hard to do at all. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll need to, according to the director's requirements, compile them into a video. Awesome. Key position is key. You should. Well, okay. When filming, there will be a narrative requirement. Select the most suitable narrative according to the story. Okay. Try to satisfy all the requirements after selecting the most suitable choice for all of the camera position. Narrative, you may begin filming and see the results. Okay. Right now, I need to select narrative. Locating. Okay. Narrative selected. Okay. You need a scene that shows off the forging machine. Boom. You need a scene that shows off the atmosphere as it works. I feel like this one does better. Okay. But at the same time, that doesn't feel like that fits. Right? Because if you're showing off the machine and the environment that she works in as comfortable, I mean, she could even see the. Hold on, let me continue. You need to show that shows off the weapons arranged in boxes and produces. Duh, that's that. And then finally, you need a scene that shows off the workshop. This, clearly. But I'm confused about this third one. A scene that shows off the atmosphere as then it would be this one. Okay. Oh, I never flicked a beginning scene. Okay, that's crazy. You see that shows off workshop. Okay. Okay, so Huh. Wait a minute. I never selected the narrative. That's why. Okay. Now I should be ready to go. Let's start. I'm enjoying it right now. Oh yeah, I did a good job. This is perfect. This is so perfect. It just don't have a voiceover. This was a perfect film. I sat there and slapped this film together.
Oh, it appears that you have more skill than I thought.
Yeah, I do. That's why I need to find a way to get a better computer so I can do video editing. So I can, make better videos. Gotta get me a Windows computer, apparently.
All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
So what's the verdict?
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. Unfortunately, the scripts were all pretty boring and didn't pique my interest.
Sound like her dramatic diva side coming out.
If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Why are you so concerned about what other people think? Tell them niggas to F off and come help us, bro.
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay is also an important factor for me to consider, you know.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervilat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
Scraps. You go pay her scraps.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask. Exactly what film are you planning to make?
Damn, she hit him with now, not knowing that pay is going to be at the bottom of the barrel. Most likely, I'm not going to join your squad, bro. Which is a respectful response, I mean, if she is living on her own and Nouvelle isn't funding her, living situation, and she has to make her money on her own, yeah, I'm not going to hold you, bro. She probably needs the money.
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story. The lack of budget is due to another issue.
What's that?
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. I have high standards, you know.
Why I feel like she just came up with a BS answer so that she doesn't get caught knowing that she actually likes it to her heart's content. But instead, she came up with this BS criticism, this BS answer to be like, I don't really like it like that. I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was alright. That's what it sounds like she's saying.
Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
Oh, nah. Not changing someone else's handwork for your own benefit to create your fanfic. Farina, what are we doing? I cannot co-sign to this mentality or to this logic. I'm sorry. Creative freedom is what it's meant to be. Don't be going around changing other people's works because you don't like how it ended. I don't respect that. No, genuinely, I don't respect that crap. But we're about to see how the two little musketeers do their thing for this story. We about to see. We about to see if it makes the story better, even.
Oh, as much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontaine's greatest star.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Oh my god.
Absolutely, no problem.
We're counting on you, Director Farina. Now's your chance to make a film that you love.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care and direction.
See, that's her diva side coming out. People act like that was rude for Paimon to say when it was spot on. This is her diva side, and it keeps coming out every time she gets happy or excited about something. It's clear as day. It's clear as day. That's become a part of her personality. She's shy and meek and talks low tone, but once she gets excited, she gets crunked up.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director.
Look at her
I
cheesing.
mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven, right?
Great analogy. Thank you, Farina.
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I? Somebody pinch me.
Oh my god.
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still a little early to celebrate.
Yeah, that's actually kind of freaking sad if you think about it. There's no Hydro Archon to be like, oh, Hydro Archon. Thank you, Hydro Archon. Oh, thank God. It's like, you can't really say that because your God doesn't exist no more, technically. Technically speaking, your God no longer exists, nor does the institution that it stands on exist either. If anything, you should be thinking, oh, thank you, Hydro Sovereign.
There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken care of, we'll still need to reserve filming locations. Not to say set up lighting and props. And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer. Ideally, a professional who has actual experience with muskets.
And my girl, Chef Rose.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
She should.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Florand. But it's already been some time since I last talked to her. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I don't have any connection with them at all. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
Why she almost make it sound like she doesn't want to do that? Wait, that's so weird. Like, look how the dialogue is set. It's almost like she doesn't really want to talk to Neuvillette or engage with him. Why? Is it because she feels like she owes him a lot because he helped her after the Archon quest and whatnot with her living situation and whatnot, and whatnot and all this other stuff? Is that the reason why, or is she too embarrassed to actually go ask him for help? I'm confused.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their captain, Chevreuse.
Chevreuse.
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions.
Whoa,
In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
that's cool. Also, I just found out where her vision is. On her right side, on her hip, not even hip, on her like right waist, right side of her waist or whatever. Not even waist, like upper torso.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation? Your work is becoming more and more mysterious.
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help with shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
Oh my goodness, she's eating an unhealthy set of macaroni every day. Is macaroni healthy to eat every damn day? It's like eating ramen noodles every damn day. Like, you can't keep doing that. She's gonna get sick. She's gonna kill herself like that. That's crazy.
No problem.
She need to go make herself a sandwich.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team.
It does, especially for true damage. Yeah, I got my Farina leveled up to freaking level 80. Almost, no, my Farina level 76. I leveled her skills up. I got her the right artifacts and whatnot with the good subsides on it, and she be doing crazy damage for me.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help. I can guarantee that even the standing tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Sounds like Farina has become more more useful and has more, eggs in the basket in comparison to her story quest till now. Now she has become even more equipped. That's a better word to say. Farina has now become more equipped ever since her story quest. She's become more equipped. Now she can go around asking actors if they would like to help her play as extras in a film as a request for help. She couldn't do that the first time we asked her, but now she can. Isn't that lovely?
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
I can't wait to see our film's premiere. Also, what Paimon said wasn't rude in the slightest just now. Farina overreacting right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Farina, you just made an overreaction just now. I didn't ask for the commentary. What she said was a correct statement of you. Before, your entire existence hinged on the Hydro Archon's name and existence and her status as an Archon. Now that you're living out life by yourself, guess what? Now your life and your reputation stands on its own 2 feet by your name. Farina, the human, stands on her own 2 feet now. That's something to applaud. That's not something to be upset about.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevreuse is today.
By the way, I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our 2 lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person in Teyvat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, the Two Musketeers book. Thank you. I'll take that.
Besides the macaroni, I should also pick up some tomato sauce.
Oh my lord. This girl is... You better cook some real spaghetti, damn it, or a damn casserole. You sitting here eating random crap. I swear. The differences between these two is immaculate. Look at this. It's so much easier to tell the difference now. Now, where are we going? I swear, people gonna take what Paimon said and think that thing is rude again. I can guarantee it. I feel it in my bones. People gonna try to use that to be like, see, look, there go Paimon being rude again. When it's like, no, she wasn't rude. She made a correct assessment of Furina. Now you're standing on your own 2 feet, just like how, you know, Focalor wanted you to, just how she wanted you to exist, standing on your own 2 feet. Chevros.
All right, this is the place.
But where's the captain? There's hardly anyone around here.
Paimon, use your eyes.
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
And she got some jamming headphones on.
Her! Paimon could tell there was something different about her. She seems kinda intimidating.
I bet she listened to hard rock, punk, heavy metal. I can guarantee it. She got them headphones in her ear. She be jamming hard.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright. Let's see what happens then. Shiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so in the competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Shiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
I respect that.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
I just realized she had a mole underneath her mouth, underneath her lip. Also, isn't Chevrose's voice actress the same woman who voice acts Luna from Hell of a Boss? If I remember correctly, isn't she the same voice actor?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
She sounds like it.
How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Oh, nah. This is what she meant when she was like, one main character, different branching routes which the story could take place, and she wagered that the mother effer would make the wrong decision. She wasn't talking about no book. She was talking about the two fools right here on the right side of her. That's why they was eyeballing her so hard.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end.
Oh, Lord.
Halt!
That boy stopped in his tracks. You bet not run.
What's going on?
Oh, damn.
Hand over whatever you're holding.
You got this 4 foot, not even 4, this 5 foot tall woman who's probably like 5'5", sitting here sculpted down this freaking, 5'9" dude right here? 5'11" possibly? This dude froze like a mother ever.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know.
Don't Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevraz, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time.
My man
Hand
shaking.
over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
She ain't lying.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
Oh, nah, she's shorter than them, too. She is 5'5".
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
I love Chevrolet's design. I mess with the high heels.
Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them, right?
Yes, it does. And you are lovely. I love the fact that you got headphones that either you use for the gun range so you can silence out all the heavy noise that guns make, or you jam to music. 2, I'm messing with her high heel boots. I swear. Like, I wasn't really messing with high heel boot idea because of whatever BS reason I had, but like ever since Nouvelet and what was his name, Risley had high heel boots on and whatnot, that's all up to the thigh, and now I'm seeing female characters rapping, and now that Beto got high heel boots on too. So I'm loving the high heel boots going on right now.
Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on the market.
Thanks to me, the traveler. Thank you very much.
Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler and Xavier.
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Why didn't you just arrest them? Why didn't you just arrest them immediately?
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevraz. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevraz's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
I'm loving her voice. She got that dog in her, for real. I can hear it. Can you not hear the dog in her voice? She got it, for real. Also, I'm loving thighs right now. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Dang.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
High heel boots. Oh my god.
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Huh? Just like that?
Continue. What is this long...
What Bullchecker is really saying is, if you wanna fight the Oni King, you have to go through sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon first.
What is going on right now?
Really? You're willing to help us with our humble film project?
What was that just happened just now? Who was Paimon talking to?
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Respect it.
Then we've got a deal?
She a hero of justice. I respect it. The hero of justice echoes through all medium, even to Genshin Impact. Shiro Emiya, your spirit will rest in peace.
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming tomorrow!
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Well, you about to arrest me?
Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day fishing our producer out of the fountain.
See you tomorrow. I think Xavier would probably be able to hold himself together.
He'd better.
She do act like a seamstress. You can hear it in her voice and tone. Now, oh, here go. She is writing her report. What, she about to tell me I have to arrest you, traveler, for your crimes or some crap? What's she about to say?
So what did you want to tell us, Chevres?
Have you read The Two Musketeers?
I have read a bit about it. I haven't read it yet.
The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother. Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This story sounds pretty tough. I swear, Fontaine has been tough overall. So many hardcore themes going on, from murder, trafficking, suicide, accidental suicide deaths, and all this other crazy stuff. Fontaine really been in this bag for real. Like, no other nation has come close to Fontaine in terms of all this dark theme stuff being splattered everywhere so casually. It's like, bro, Fontaine really got some real effed up things going on here.
The Baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the Baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep, the Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevres?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions.
Exactly. The Traveler is a goat. Wait, so you're implying... So what you're implying... Okay, wait. So what you're implying is there's a case that you need our help with.
Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before. There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Could it be someone from your platoon?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon. However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
Can't someone from the special patrol help you investigate?
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. You could say I'm taking part in the investigation out of personal interest. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
Respect it. A woman who loves firearms but does not wish for firearms to be perceived as a negative thing. She got the USA in her blood. I respect it. USA. 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 Get the blick up. Get them sticks up. You feel me? Let it ring. Let it. You feel me? Let the gat spray. Ah.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind.
Oh my god, her thighs are amazing.
Nothing more. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
I got it.
What do you think, Traveler?
It's already been quite a day. Let's give it some thought tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired too. We've really been hustling all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
Act 1 completed. Let's go. Let's take a look. I can bang all this out right now. I can bang out every last one right now. I'm conflicted on whether or not to bang it out now or wait till tomorrow or later today. I gotta think. What am I gonna do? Let me see how long this was for at least my live stream. That is.
Investing too much emotion puts you at risk of doing something irrational.
Okay, so at least been an hour and 30 minutes from what I can tell. So I think I should stop it here. It's already 3:26. Might go on the floor clock. Shoot. Hold up. Let me see something real quick. Where's the... Okay. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a long one. Now that I'm seeing it, this is about to be one long event. When the last time we had 5 chapters to an event? Okay, so this was about to happen. I'm about to bang out the second act. I'm gonna do the second act. Then tomorrow or later today is gonna be the rest of them. So let's go ahead and hit it. I got time. I ain't sleeping right now. This is perfect. I'll just bang it out.
It's finally time to meet up with everyone. Paimon even dreamt of making the film last night. If Paimon remembers right, we're meeting at Hotel de Boer.
Other way.
Let's get going.
Perfect. yeah, since it's 5 chapters long or 5 acts long, I'm just bang out Act 1 and 2 tonight, and then tomorrow or better later today, I'm gonna bang out 3 and 4, and then for the final day, I'm gonna bang out 5. Hopefully, I'll get this all done before Christmas. But I'm really loving it right now.
You're already here.
Like I was about to say, I'm really loving the story quest right now. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm loving it.
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How did it?
How about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Marmonia.
What do those two got to talk about?
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater.
Wait, breathed underwater? Hold up. We went swimming at the beach. Well, diving to be exact. It was the first time I've ever breathed underwater. Okay, so there's clearly an in-universe mystical force that allows Mother Effers to breathe underwater. And it felt like it's only vision wielders that possess this ability. Am I crazy? Hold up, let me... Okay. Hopefully I'm still talking right now. Let me go double check something right quick. I just need to double check. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a second. Okay. Nothing crazy going on right now, so I'm good.
I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
We're gonna get like a visual picture or what? I bet I should edit the title of this and call it Act 1 and 2.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all.
This is awesome.
Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
And look at that. They don't even put the sensor blur on the in-game models. Why not? How about y'all take that BS off? It's clear as day we don't need it, but yet y'all decide to put the sensor water swash all over the characters when they're underwater. But they don't do it for the idols that's just sitting here doing whatever. Come on, man.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Ooh. Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beasts.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
I don't know this. Yoimiya getting a lot of love right now. I'm not gonna hold you. She getting a lot of love. Cause like Yoimiya had her second act of her story quest back in Sumeru, and that wasn't that long ago, right? And now she's in Fontaine doing something. So it really seems like she's really out here exploring the world like she wanted to. She done went to Sumeru, now she in Fontaine. Shoot, she got to go to Mondstadt and Liyue next, and then Natlin and Snezhnaya. Snezhnaya most likely not.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, we're here.
Damn. These fine females
Please
done rolled up.
excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Oh my god.
Wait, 6 miles?
She be working them dudes for the bone.
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
But has she ever drunken coffee before? Or even knows what it is?
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
It's called she gets up early in the morning, aka she goes jogging, aka she doesn't stuff herself with food that's, you know, that's not healthy to eat. That's what it is. Get your routine better.
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow, Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in Olifontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it.
And we do know that.
I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Good for you. Thank you, Farina. Why wouldn't you go all out for your own, even you with your own life as well? Thank you, Farina. You're grasping it. You're finally grasping the very thing we've been dying for you to grasp.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, Lord. This is about to be disgusting.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
She look like she about to fall to the floor. Anyway, this is the first time we ever seen in-game characters using the in-game character models to actually hold objects. I hope this continues to be a trend they continue with, because I'm really tired of them holding their hands out like they're passing objects when the object in question is never in their hand. I find it very stupid back then. Now I'm so glad they're actually going for it to do it.
It seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bonneau, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Wow, sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Let's go! Woo!
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right, listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
I don't think you need to express that.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
And I can guarantee people gonna be like, oh, Act 2 has started. Let's go. Fiction and reality, inside and outside the frame. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Somebody gonna take that clip and be like, see, here go Paimon being rude again. It was like, Farina sat there and let that come out her own mouth. Get off my girl dick, bro.
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
You ain't have to be rude about it.
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Actually, we start rolling before that. The clapper just gets edited out in post-production.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there, too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
And there she goes.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Of course. But of course, players gonna look at it from the player's perspective rather than the actual in-character perspective. The Traveler has a close bond with Paimon. Paimon is one of the only few people, one of only probably 3 people in the entirety of Teyvat that knows that the Traveler is from. No, not 3. Let me recorrect. The Paimon is only one of the few people that you can count on your fingers that knows that the Traveler is a descender and knows more about them than any other playable character.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
And so look, we keep having these moments where Paimon questions whether or not if we're friends or whatever. And it's like, the fact that Paimon got to keep asking this type of question ever since Sumeru even, is like, it shows how sad it is. She don't need to keep asking that.
Ah, so this is what a musket looks like.
Not exactly.
No, these are handheld guns. These are pistols. That's not a musket.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Dang, bro. Shoot, if y'all want to talk about people being rude or whatever, you not see how she doing this nigga Ayato? What about Ayato? Okay. She's sitting here thinking.
So, this is a real musket?
No, goofball.
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yeah, because she runs into battle with the blick, not with a sword. Miss, I dance in water.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
Absolutely.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
That's interesting.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
And look at that. The Traveler not even interjecting into the conversation. Because, you know, the Traveler's supposed to be the main character and whatnot. But look, the story gives room for the Traveler not to be taking up all the... Oh, the Traveler has to be the one to introduce another character to said character to create an interaction. When in reality, nope. All these characters get to interact with each other without the need of the Traveler being present, whether the Traveler is present or not. That's awesome.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Her thighs are
Good.
gorgeous.
I look forward to your instruction.
I can't wait for
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon, or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate.
Hit me with
This
it.
is the end of the road for you.
Ugh. We got the sticks up around here. You gotta respect it. Got the blicks ready. Let the fire blow out. Man, I'm trying to talk Genshin shit right now, but I can't. I'm too excited by the firearms. I hope we get another character who's a sword wielder or a bow wielder who uses 2 double firearms. for his base attack before he switches to the bow for the final shot.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Why he do that?
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
Wait, hold on. Is she, what, did he ask to be like the target, and the villain that they're supposed to be pointing at their guns at? Is that what this is? Is this what he's trying to do?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
Chevro's got gorgeous thighs. Oh my
What is
goodness,
it?
I'm folding.
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated. Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Are you really sure?
They both got the mole
From
underneath the
a
eye.
director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved.
I respect it. Also, I only just now realized that Ayato and Ayaka both got a mole underneath their eye. I only just realized that just now.
The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character. But this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly. Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
But she still have to prioritize her work. But we still don't know if she's a big fan of acting.
All right, I'll take the role.
That was fast.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
Let's hope so.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevres. You have my gratitude.
Oh.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevres. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevres.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
What a W older brother for real. Even though he kind of like really distancing himself from his sister, it's only for her betterment. And I feel it, bro. I'm getting real tight up. I feel it. I feel the emotion of it. I'm really feeling it right now. I feel the genuine brother-sister sibling relationship they got going on, and his need to be like, I gotta self-sacrifice myself for the sake of, you know, ensuring that my sister gets the chance to do XYZ, aka looking towards her future, which I came across a video that you know, went in detail about it was a theory video nonetheless, but it went into detail connecting what element and what virtues does it enact, that which is the reason why, you know, a character end up becoming user of said element. And it makes sense. Ayato is looking towards the future of his family and his friends and his nation, so that's why he's still working on it. That's his justice. That's his symbolism of his virtue as a Hydro user. The same thing with Farina. She looked towards the future of saving the people of Fontaine, and same thing with Focalor, and blah 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 blah. You feel me?
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is the punishment you deserve. This is justice.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
So are you going to go back to work now?
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Mm-hmm.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
You can count on us. Good luck with your work.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights! Camera! Action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Zoom in for a close shot or wide shot.
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you, just like your names. you will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
I feel like I nailed that. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I got it.
Not bad. The actor's emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevros?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles. This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's...
Huh? There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions. Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
Bro, this is dope.
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
The acting is A1.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
I'm gonna let it drag on a little bit. Okay.
And cut!
That was tough.
Beautiful! Great performance!
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
I ain't heard of this. Is gas real. I'm really enjoying this event. Farina doing her thing, everybody else doing their thing. I'm learning more about Chevros. I'm learning more about Shiori. Something else going on in the background, but we don't know what that is right now. Hopefully we find out about it later. Hopefully my live stream still goes up. Was about as long as time. I got some BS email telling me something. My live stream thing is going to be shorter. Oh, let me just double check everything.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard. How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Of course.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become 2 musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
There are rainbow roses in your case, too.
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Ooh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
If we're only there to assist, then I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? But we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
Cut the crap, Paimon. Let's go.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
I love Chevros.
So where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Can I teleport over there? Let me take a look. Can I teleport? Yeah, let's teleport instead. It's too long of a glider. I'm getting tired. It's already 4:05 in the morning. Oh my goodness. I gotta hurry up and get this done. It's been 2 hours now. There you go, right here.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Wait, if I remember correctly, this dude was in an event not that long ago in Fontaine, probably like 2 patches ago. If I remember correctly, in like 4.0 patch, right? It was an event, and I'm pretty sure this character was there. And he was talking about his brother being an adventurer and all that other crap.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Okay, so where are we going next? Yeah, I'm not gonna make videos no more. I'm just gonna live stream all my stuff because live streaming everything is so much more easier to do. Oh, it makes sense to go to the blacksmith. So much sense.
Oh, hey, Chevres. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
True.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know.
Huh? Know what?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Crap. Are you serious? I can't believe this. Let me find out them hide and seek little bread. It sure is. Thank goodness it wasn't a world quest. Wait, what the F am I doing? This is not about to take long. Better hurry up and get the little brats. There she go over there. There he go facing the wall. Boom, boom. Where's the third one?
I guess I'm finally on the right.
Easy. Oh, is she crying? Now, where the last little bastard? There you go. They should have told me that sooner. Okay, I bet these three little children gonna know who Chevros is. Now then, now that that's done, yo, what's up?
It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you asked, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Hoyoverse. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
She grew up in the streets. My girl Chevros grew up in the streets of thug life. But when she came out and became law and order, thug life didn't want to mess with her no more. Nobody in the environment wanted to mess with her. Just some real hood nigga level shit, I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
Oh please, she'll kill anybody that come talking to her crazy.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Talking crazy to my girl Chevros. Are you crazy? She'll put anybody who talked to her crazy on their ass, nigga. Better recognize who you talking to, fool. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Keep your lips sealed. No one will ever know. Besides, it's called buying info.
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to Muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more aura.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see anything. Maybe she just giving some plate de fruits. See, this is exactly why the traveler said he not a saint nor he a sinner. My man's in between. That's why he's like, I ain't see nothing.
The noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself, and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâte de fruits.
Let's go.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
What talk? I want some pet de fruits too.
My apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings. But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet.
Are you serious?
Now then, let's keep going.
She did my guy dirty. She sat there and whipped out all the fried food and junk food. She sent her eating fast food and whatnot. And then she got the audacity to eat it in my face. What? That's crazy work. We gotta respect it though. See, this is why playing the limited time event is important to learning these characters. It's important. You have to do it. It's not an option that you can choose not to do it. You must do it. It's an underground hatch again, ain't it?
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Hmm?
Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this. Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
About the guy who died.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendre. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
But if we're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly?
Could they be the novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
And finally, we finished Act 2. Let's go! Act 2 is complete. Finally. Hold up. Let me take a look. Oh, dang. Yeah, this is going to be ready for in the next 2 days, so I'm going to leave this alone. Act 3 and 4, going to be another time. But right now, I can say without certainty, I'm finally done. So, look out for the next live stream. From now on, moving forward, I'm going to just be live streaming all my Genshin Impact content. I'm going to be live streaming all my... I'm going to be live streaming all my Fate Samurai Remnant stuff too. I'm on chapter 2 of the game, and I need to put forward from there. And so on and so forth. Oh, hold up. Chevro's right here. Shoot, I almost ended the live stream without talking to her. Let's talk.
What? Never thought that the captain of the security and surveillance patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendre? Honestly, I'm pretty shocked too. There used to be a time when I thought I would never be able to join the guards. But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments and skills, you'll eventually be recognized for your worth. If you look at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendre has actually taught me a lot of valuable skills. Skills like how to barter with criminals or how to think in their shoes. Of course, I'd appreciate it if you could keep this a secret between us.
That's tough. You gotta respect it. Anyway, now that conversation is done, so now I can finish this. Like and subscribe. Look out for the next live stream. You feel me? I'm gonna be doing just live streams from now on because it's easy to record all my stuff and keep it on the archive. So thank you for watching. This is Calamash Chronicles signing off. Good night, or should I say, good morning, because it's 4:27 in the morning. Later and adios.